The floodwaters have receded, but the recovery far from over in Cocke County as emergency crews move into the next phase of disaster response. Some residents are discovering another challenge, figuring out what's covered by insurance and what's not.
10 News reporter Lauren Davis spoke with one homeowner who says she may be left paying thousands of dollars out of pocket after that flooding last week.
As Cocke County residents work to recover from last week's flooding, questions are growing about who will help cover the cost of the damage. One homeowner says she may be on her own after recently learning that her insurance policy could exclude flood-related losses. For Laurel Shook, Thursday's flooding was unlike anything she's seen in the 20 years she's lived in Cocke County. The rain didn't initially concern her.
It'll flood out here like maybe once every 2 years. Maybe we'll get a flood once a year.
But when she looked outside, she says water was rising fast.
My sheds are floating down the big wide creek.
Nearly 4 feet of water filled her garage. Floodwaters damaged appliances, storage items, water equipment, and her car.
Everything was just everywhere, and just mud and yuck and just gross.
Now as she cleans up, she's facing another hurdle. She says her auto insurance will cover her vehicle, but her homeowner's policy does not cover water that comes from outside.
Why do I have homeowners insurance if they're not going to pay for anything?
Cocke County Emergency Management Agency Director Joe Esway says residents affected by the flood are now entering the next phase of recovery.
People are going to have to rely on their insurance companies and their neighbors to get things back to the way they were here.
He says because the flooding was local and did not trigger a disaster declaration, recovery efforts will largely depend on insurance coverage, community support, and local assistance programs.
The county is trying to do everything that we can to either simplify, streamline, or release the burden of cost on the taxpayers, on the citizens.
Meanwhile, Shook estimates she has $10,000 to $15,000 worth of loss.
I need help in the meantime to replace my things that I lost, and it's going to be a fight, and I'll fight it.
That homeowner says she is still waiting for a final decision from her insurance company. Reporting in Cocke County, I'm Lauren Davis.
And the director of the Emergency Management Agency says he expects different agencies to meet in the coming days to discuss ways to better help the community.